Apologies for the wait, guys. Good afternoon and welcome to the Intelligence Racing League here for round number 9 at Mexico. The Autodromer Hermanes Rodriguez. I probably butchered that name, but I attempted it. So we get brownie points for that. I am your commentator today. I've Bryn Mike. I'll be taking you through the action here in Division 2 as we get set to fly around the Mexican circuit. "17 corners make up this fantastic circuit, and I'm gonna go on board with one of the alphas because he's gonna take us through. Actually, we'll go with Crown Place, who actually pops up into second. So Crown Place, who's actually just coming to an end of his lap. So we'll go on board with Swim, the championship leader, the man currently leading the Division 2 championship. So he breaks down into turn 1. Very important to get these corners right. Very easy to invalidate as he goes through turns 2 and 3. Second DRS zone, only one activation point for the DRS down the main straight into turn 1 and then again into turn 4. However, there are 3 DRS zones altogether as we go into turn 7. The S's now as we go through 8, 9, very important to really attack these curbs to gain as much time as possible. Kept it nice and smooth there. Second DRS activation point there as we come into the middle sector, now into the fantastic stadium section as we go through the hairpin at turns 13 into 14. Little kink guys, 15, 16 and now through 17 to the line. What is this going to be for Swim? It's up into second place. So right now Polish currently leading the way in terms of times set. Now his teammate coming to the line, pops himself up into 7th place as we got Sevi, who is on a cool down lap. TTG Storm is going to be coming around to start his first flying lap on the medium compound tyre. Now I predict the strategy today is going to be a 2-stop as DRS is wide open as we see Polish has unfortunately left the session. Storm's teammate Otapa goes into 11th place with a 29 flat. Not the best of times that we're going to be seeing today as Storm tries to navigate turns 1, 2 and 3. And he does so, keeping it all valid, but there's definitely more time out there for him to gain a 28.3. Just going slightly deep, missing the apex here of turn 4. We go through the double right-hander at turns 6. Now into 7. As I said, very important to really attack these curves, and Storm not really attacking the first curve, but let's see if he can make it up in the second. Looks very tentative at the moment. We come now into the stadium section. What is the man in the Haas going to be able to do? Definitely more time out there for him. So we'll see if he's going to be able to find it later in the session. But it's going to be a 16 flat, good enough for P8 at the moment. As we have Ostani, sorry, I said Ostama. It is Ostani who improves by 0.6 of a second almost and just jumps ahead of Storm there. Interesting to see where these guys are going to be at the end of the session. To my knowledge, Danny Boy does have a qualifying ban, hence why he has already retired from the session. I'm not sure about Formula Matt, but either way those two will be starting at the back of the grid as Alt Maverick is going to be the next one to set a flying lap here. Breaking down into turn 1. Tries to get a nice line through turns 2 to really open up turn 3, and that looks very smooth. DRS wide open now on the run down into 4. Big overtaking point. This could be a double dose of DRS, as he is purple in sector 1, so that's the fastest sector 1 that we have seen so far, as he comes through the double right-hander of turn 6. Now this is where the lap is made or broken through the S's. Full commitment you need in these corners, and very committed there from Alt Maverick as he comes down to the second sector split. It is purple, so this could be the new provisional pole time if we can just put it together in this final sector. And around the final corner to the line comes Alt Maverick, and what is this going to be? It's going to be a 15 flat, so lost a lot of time. It said he was purple in sector 1 and 2, but he lost a lot of time in sector 3. As we got Sevi, who is on a set of the soft compound tyres now, as we got the Williams getting out of the way. Hopefully does not get an invalid this and next lap. But to the line will come Sevi, and improves by over a second, gets himself up into 5th place, as we got a Alfa Romeo of Niles about to start his lap, and we got Swim, our championship leader, about to start his lap, as J. Luke crosses the line, pops himself up into 6th place there, as we have the Haas about to get himself underway. So I believe the next person to start, next person to cross the line will be, I believe it will be Niles' teammate Nathan. In fact, we're going to go on board with Nathan. Nathan's actually backed out of his lap, so he's let a Ferrari through. It's Stumpy. It is Stumpy. Stumpy going way too deep into the hairpin and just gets himself a big invalidation there, as Kieran now to the line. What can the man in the Renault do? To the line and goes up into 7th place. Now we have the racing point of Sefi now into the pits. Niles, who has invalidated his lap, so Niles not going to be able to set a lap time there. What about Swem? Swem has also invalidated, as TDB, believe he is just starting his lap. As we got the Hasses crossing the line, I believe that is going to be Otaba, who has invalidated. Storm now on the set of the soft tyre, so we'll see what he can do. Let's have a little look and see what this man can do. He's invalidated there. So trying to look at who will be the next one to cross the line. I believe Kieran is going to be on an in lap, as is Crown Place, who is currently up in 4th place. So this is a good qualifying session from Crown Place. We do have a Williams of Kelvin, who's about to gear himself up for a lap, so we'll have to check back on him at a later point. So it looks like the next person who will cross the line is going to be TDB. So let's see if he is valid. Yes, he's invalidated on the final corner, and it would have been pole position as well, a 13.7. As we go now to Storm, who has invalidated his lap. He's going to duck out of it. Otapa now in the final sector. He is still valid. He's invalidated on the final corner. So not a good start there for Otapa. So Kelvin ducked out into the pits. TDB, I have a feeling, is going to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. His teammate Swem right ahead of him in second place. He's on his out lap. So trying to see who is going to be the next one to set a lap. I believe Stumpy is going to go for another lap. So we'll actually go on board with the Ferrari as he comes into turn 1, breaking down a bit of a lock up there as he goes through turns 2 and 3. DRS wide open now on the run down into turn 4. One of the key overtaking points on this track as he breaks down, locks up once again through turns 4 and 5. Now the double right-hander of turn 6. A little bit of a slide there, but keeps it in check as we go through 7 into the S's. Does not get the best of line through the S's there, but let's see what it is. It is still a purple second sector, so this could be good from Stumpy as he comes into the hairpin of 13 through 14, little kink of 15 or 16 as we come around this final corner now to the line, and it's going to be a 14.3, guessing right there alongside his teammate, which I'm guessing he will be very happy with. As we got, who is the next one to cross the line? I believe it is going to be J. Luke, so we'll stay on board with the man in the Williams. He comes to the line. He does improve and just gets ahead of Stumpy, so he improves and gets one position out of it. Meanwhile, we got Kieran, who's about to start a lap. We got Stumpy, who did not jump up any positions, but we'll see if he can by the end of his next lap. Storm, who is going to try to make sure this lap is valid. Oh, Maverick about to get his flying lap underway as Crown Plays just starts his flying lap. We're going board with Polish. Polish is a man on a lap right now, very committed for the S's. And he is up by almost 3 tenths. So this could be a very big lap here from Polish as he comes into the final sector. Does not invalidate the final corner, which is good. And to the line is going to be a 13.5. The gauntlet has been laid down as we got just over 2 minutes left of this qualifying session, as Kieran has actually retired from the session. As Ostami improves marginally but does not get any positions up. Meanwhile, Storm, an improvement of 1.2 seconds, does see him jump up the order a little bit. Calvin about to start his lap, as well as Philippe. We do have a Ferrari in the final sector. That is Crown Place, but he's invalidated, so he's going to have to go again. What about Old Maverick? Old Maverick now in the final corner. What is this going to be for the man in the Mercedes? He improves by 2 tenths and jumps himself up ahead of Storm into 9th place. Oh, Ostoni into the wall, and I think that is going to be his qualifying session over and done with. I believe Nathan, who has invalidated, so Nathan really struggling to get a lap on the board here. But there is a McLaren of Benbow about to get himself underway. Up ahead as we got Calvin, who has also invalidated. I don't think he's got the fuel to go for another lap, so that is his session over and done with. Same thing with Storm. Storm is out of the session. As we got Philip to the line, who jumps himself up into 12th place, not enough to break the top 10. So Crown Place about to get himself geared up for one more lap. And I think, yep, that's him into the pits as we have Otapa now to the line. Jumps up into 11th place. A good lap there from Otapa to get himself up the order. As Sevi also invalidates, so he's going to be out of the session. Meanwhile, we got TDB coming now to the line. What's this going to be? It is a 13.9, jumps himself up ahead of his teammate who has invalidated behind him. What about Bembo? Bembo to the line. Doesn't improve. As J. Luke, apparently, the session was over for me, but apparently he's got that glitch where he's able to start his flying lap. Philippe does not jump up the order any higher, so just waiting on Stumpy, who has invalidated and will probably come into the pits to retire. Otapa, who's on a slow lap, and now just J. Luke to go. So we'll stay on board with the man in the Williams as he comes through the double right-hander of turn 6. Is J. Luke going to be able to get up the order? Little bit of a snap there in the middle sector. He is over 3 tenths down. It's not looking promising for J. Luke. And there's the invalidation, so that is the session over and done with. Polish takes pole position. TDB manages to get second on the front row, and Swim, our championship leader, sitting in third. So running through the orders one more time. So in pole position we have Polish on a 13.5 ahead of TDB in second place with almost 4 tenths of Polish's time. Swem in third, Niles in fourth, Crown Place in fifth, J. Luke in sixth, Stumpy in seventh, Sevi in eighth, Kieran in ninth, and Alt Maverick rounds out the top 10. And outside the top 10 with 3 choices tyre compound we have Storm, Otapa, Philippe, Bembo, Ostoni, Grimjaw, Jagger, Kelvin, Danny Boy, Formula Matt, and Nathan will round out the grid. As we got support in the chat for Niles, hoping for a good result for Niles today, so hopefully he does well, but does have quite a bit of work to do. Swem right now goes into this race with a 44-point lead over the racing point of original Sevi, who is just 8 points clear of Niles in third. Then of course we got Crown Plays in 4th on 66. Danny Boy in 5th on 51 points, 10 points ahead of Jordan JT in 6th. Philippe in 7th on 38 points, then 34 points to Otapa in 8th place. Then we got Alt Maverick in 9th with 20 points and 18 points for Kylat, who rounds out the top 10. AlphaTauri leading the way in the Constructors' Championship by 30 points ahead of Racing Point. Alfa Romeo in 3rd, Williams 4th, and Red Bull in 5th. So let's have a look at the strategies outside the top 10. As we got Storm and Otapa, the 2 Hasses, going for a set of the medium compound tyre. Kelvin going for a set of hards. Nathan on a set of the mediums, and everyone else on a set of soft compound tyre. I'll be interested to see how these strategies are going to play out. To my knowledge, this track is a two-stop, but of course you can do the mediums to hards. I believe that is a viable strategy, but the hard tyres for me, they just never seem to work at this track, so always preferred the two-stop over the one-stop. As Kelvin and Danny Boy made contact under the formation lap, and that is them centre the grid, put on the naughty step, and also Stumpy as well. So Polish will be the man starting on pole, TDB alongside him. In fact, if anything, I'd say guys like Crown Plays, J Luke will have a real opportunity here at the start. Slipstream down into turn 1. It's going to be powerful. I think we're going to be 4 wide at one point. So we'll have to wait and see as everyone forms up on the grid, and we will get underway. 36 laps here in Mexico. So we are waiting for these 5 red lights. Lights are out and we are underway. And looks like a very good start there from TDB. In fact, Swim has bogged down off the start, dropping positions to Niles and Crown Place. And now down into turn 1. It's giving me a horrible camera angle, but we're 3 wide. Oh, a bit of contact between the Ferrari. The 3 wide, a bit of contact was made as we got Niles and Swim side by side. Meanwhile, we've also got Polish and Crown Place side by side up ahead as we got more yellow flags and the safety car's out. The safety car comes out lap 1 immediately. TDB gets the jump on Polish off the line. Crown Plays and Niles able to take the fight to Swim down the main straight. J Luke holds position in 6th place, and Stumpy caught out in a free wide moment in turn 1 and is going to be limping around, possibly into the pits, and chuck on a fresh set of boots and to change that front wing. Nathan getting a good start as well, up into 16th. We got Danny Boy. Does he have a full front wing? Yes, he does. So now we got Polish into the pits as well. That's an interesting call from Polish. Oh, he's got wing damage. So Polish with a bit of wing damage opting to change that, but he's going out on another set of soft tyres, and Bembo will have to double stack, so that is going to cost Bembo a few positions and put him at the back of this race. But Polish thinking that the potential free stop now is a viable option, as I'm interested to see where everyone is once the game has finished having this fun little time glitch. Let's look at the positions gained and positions lost. So our big gainer off the start is Formula Matt, up 7 positions in that racing point, and our big loser is Polish, down 14 positions. However, Stumpy with that contact turn 1 needs to be careful of it happening again. as we got Kieran and Old Maverick up 3 positions, Philippe up 5 positions, Ostoni up 4 positions, Danny Boy up 5 positions as well. Crown Plays up 3 positions. Swem and Niles staying put off the line. The only 2 guys who have maintained their position. Everyone else has been able to jump up 1. As I believe the safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap, as everyone will be back. They'll be all bunched up once again. TDB, the man who will get us back underway, so he will be the guy who will control the pace. Be interesting to see at which point does he bolt away from everyone. It is going to be very important for TDB to get a good restart here. He wants to catch Crown Plays napping, as the safety car is going to come in this lap. So TDB now controls the pace as we come into the fantastic stadium section. Everyone needs to just make sure they don't make contact with each other, and you'll just keep it nice and calm. Wait and see for when TDB is going to bolt, and he's going to bolt. Oh no! TDB! TDB, that is not the way to restart at all, and he's straight into the pits. Ostoni also into the pits, as we got, I believe that's Polish. Polish is around. Polish is around as well. More wing damage. So the 2 guys who put it on the front row here going to be towards the back of this race and going to have a hell of a lot of work to do, as Danny Boy and Formula Matt trying to duke it out, side by side action, as Danny Boy is going to try around the outside and gets the move done. Meanwhile, J Luke was able to get a pretty decent restart. He's jumped ahead of Niles, and what we saw there was a bit of hesitation there from TDB. He wanted to go at the out of turn 14, but he fought against it. He slowed up and then wanted to get on the power again, and that's just wheel spun him up into the wall. He'll go. As we're going to go on board with Swem, because I have a feeling this is going to be an overtake now down into turn 1. Crown Plays and J Luke setting the fastest lap of the race, as Danny Boy actually beats that. So Danny Boy looking to make some moves. He's currently in 10th place, trying to get onto the back of TTG Storm. Do we have anyone attempting any sort of move? We got the Hasses next to each other. Wondering if there's going to be any orders here, as it looks like Storm is the fastest Haas out on track right now. But Otapa, is he going to fight? Oh, he is going to fight. He is going to fight his teammate, and Storm is going to be able to get that move done, as Old Maverick and Philippe having a bit of a battle side by side. Danny Boy trying to look for an opportunity to get past Otapa, as Swem picks up a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to help his causes here today. And Danny Boy also picking up a 3-second time penalty, but he is going to close up on Otapa. Oh, he is much more confident under the braking. As you see, he just goes slightly into the back of the Haas driver. As DRS has been enabled. as Otapa gets a bit of a slide and almost spins directly into the path of Danny Boy as we got Formula Matt into the pits. So Otapa, is he going to come back at Danny Boy? Yes, he is, into the slipstream. He's going to try around the outside of turn 1. Is he going to be able to pull it off? No, Danny Boy much more confident on the brakes, able to keep a hold of that position, but there is still one more opportunity now into turn 4 as Sevi picks up a 3-second time penalty as well, but I think Danny Boy is going to be okay there as we got Nathan and Kelvin trading positions there as Nathan gets past Kelvin up into 11th position. Meanwhile, the top 3, Swem, Crown Plays and J. Luke, not in that order, but they are starting to gap Niles, who is starting to get put under a bit of pressure as Maverick's off. Maverick is off and will have to rejoin, and he's going to rejoin down in 11th place just behind Nathan. What is going on here? As Danny Boy now all over the back of Storm, should be able to get this move done with DRS. Let's see how powerful DRS is. In fact, we're going to go up towards the lead because here comes Swem with DRS wide open, trying to look down the inside of turn 1, thinks better of it, sticks behind his rival for the time being. As we got Danny Boy making a move on Storm, simple as you like, DRS down the inside, job done. And he'll have a second bite of DRS now to try and pull away. And he should be able to, but Storm trying to come back at him, but he's got to tuck in behind for the time being. As Maverick is stuck behind Nathan, and it's crucial for Maverick to try and make this move. Swim picks up another 3-second time penalty, so that's the second one that I've seen so far. That is not good for Swim. And Crown Place picks up a time penalty as well. Someone else also has Grim George Jaeger also picks up a 3-second time penalty. They're coming in thick and fast right now. As we got Philippe now looking at the back of Kieran, who's equally looking at the back of Niles. A big old gap ahead from Niles to J. Luke, and this is going to be interesting as Swim opens up DRS. It's not closing in as much as you would think. Meanwhile, Kieran is going to be under pressure from Philippe. Is Philippe going to look for the lunge down the inside? He wanted it, but he gets onto the curb, just has a little bit of wheel spin, but gets a much better exit out of turn 3. But there we go with the back end stepping out on him, and Philippe unable to get that move done on Kieran. And now his teammate Danny Boy, who did not set a qualifying lap due to a qualifying ban, is now up in 7th and looks to be the faster of the 2 Red Bulls. Will Philippe bow down to his teammate and allow him to go through? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, looking at the progress of TDB, Polish and Formula Matt did make a pretty early pit stop, I'd have to say. But he's come out behind TDB, who made that pit stop, as Crown Plays into the pits. Now this is going to be interesting to see just how much time did TDB lose by spinning it on the safety car restart. This is where we see how much time he actually lost. He might have been able to gain it back just because of the fact he has been on those soft tyres and been able to run his own race, but I have a feeling he is going to be quite some way behind, and yes, he is. Meanwhile, Danny looking at the back of his teammate. Is Philippe going to let him through? No, he's not. Meanwhile, also we got Sevi looking at the back of Maverick. These mediums now becoming the much better tyres. Sevi almost goes straight into the back, absolutely stacking into the back of Maverick there. Very lucky to avoid that there, the man in the racing point. As we gonna see, just gonna try and do some math here just to see how far of Crown Place is TDB, and I think that is about 10 seconds. So TDB, yeah, that safety car restart definitely cost him big time, as we got a nice little train going as Kieran ducks out into the pits. Danny Boy, his teammate, went into the pit, so he's going to have to stick it out for another lap. The pit window is now open for the medium compound tyres and the two-stop strategy, and now these guys are going to be able to get themselves underway. Where is Crown Place relative to J. Luke? He's going to get ahead comfortably. Actually, is not as comfortable as you would have thought. Actually, it's a lot closer. I thought the undercut was more powerful than this. But J. Luke has just about managed to snag DRS there, as Otapa picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. And now Storm, I believe, is going to be the man who inherits the race lead here. So I have a feeling that both Swem and Danny Boy will be into the pits at the end of this lap, and I think it's going to be close between Swem and J. Luke, actually. As into the pits comes Swem. What about Danny Boy? Danny Boy sticking out for another lap. Interesting strategy from the Red Bull, as we have the two-stop strategy coming up now for Storm, saying that he can pit onto the soft compound tyre. I have a feeling that he is going to stretch his softs out and maybe chuck on another set, stretch his mediums out, chuck on another set of mediums, or maybe go 2 sets of softs. You never know. As Bembo trying to get the move done on Niles around the outside into turn 1, but breaks a little bit early, so he's unable to get the speed to go around the outside. But Benbow very interested in racing here today, as Sevi going off track there. Bit of a battle with him and Otapa, and he loses out to Otapa. Storm picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. Very intriguing race we got going on here. As Stumpy, what a run through the S's, as the man in the Ferrari managed to get, as he's going to go around the outside. Oh, that is elbows out to the absolute fullest there. Sevi, they really just pinching Stumpy all the way to the curb, and Stumpy's going to inherit that position anyway, because Sevi into the pits. Did he get wing damage from that? There is a front wing out for him. He has got wing damage. Okay, so, and Swem, who did get jumped by J. Luke in the pit stop phases. Sorry I didn't cover that. But he is trying to go around the outside at turn 1. This side by side through 3, and Swem able to get that move done. However, he is on the soft compound tyre versus these guys on the mediums around him. So you would expect the performance to really be there for Swem in these early laps, but that is his third 3-second time penalty that I've seen him pick up. I'm not sure what the limit is before the game actually decides to disqualify you, but Swem will need to be careful with these track limits. And Philippe into the pits, as you see Crown Plays there, trying to go down the inside of Kelvin. And Danny Boy is now into the pit lane, as we got yellow flag in sector 3, and that is Grim Jaw Jaeger around in sector 3, and he's going to lose out to his teammate Maverick. Let's see what we got going on here. We got Swem trying to have a bit of a run, but not close enough. Crown Plays going to try and outbrake Kelvin into turn 1. And he does so, and Swim going to try and follow him through. Down the inside, around the outside, back down the inside. Job done there for the man in the AlphaTauri. And that's just opened things up for J. Luke to get that move done on his teammate. I don't think Kelvin is going to try and fight this. No, he's backed out. And Crown Plays picks himself up a 3-second time penalty as well. Very interesting race we got going on here as Danny Boy able to get the move done on Kieran there. I was just about to switch on to that, but back up towards the front. Swim all over the back of Crown Place, who is equally over the back of his teammate. Are we going to see some Ferrari tactics going on here? As we go, another yellow flag, and Alt Maverick is out of this race. Is that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is a safety car. Alt Maverick losing it in the S's, and we're going to go on board with Ostoni to find out where to he lost it, as I got a message saying that my battery is running low in my controller. I know the action is quick and fast right now, and it is worn out the battery in my controller. As we got Formula Map with a drive-through penalty. Unbelievable. And this is a saving grace for TDB, for Polish as well. They're able to come back into this race as if they are on the same strategy as everyone around them. Now, here is the question. What does Storm, Nathan, Stumpy and Kelvin do? Do they pit for the... Well, Kelvin is going to have to... If he pits, he's going to have to two-stop. I'm not sure if a set of mediums will take him all the way to the end. I believe he is going to have to make that two-stop. Same with Stumpy. But for Storm and Nathan, this will be interesting. Right, Storm into the pits. Nathan into the pits. Stumpy as well into the pits. Maybe mediums will set a sauce at the end, perhaps. But Storm and Nathan predictably go on the hard compound tyres. Stumpy onto the mediums. Kelvin will also be on the mediums. But what this has done, this has kind of released Crown Place, Swim and J. Luke from any Ferrari teammate interference. But this is an absolute lifesaver for TDB and Polish. They are now technically back in this race. Polish on a set of the soft tyres, so he's going to be rapid, looking to make some moves very quickly on this restart. And TDB, the man who did put it on the front row, Polish was the man who put it on pole position. Two guys on the front row now kind of back in this race, but there's a lot of traffic to get through. But at least now they have a good opportunity to start carving their way back up the order. Meanwhile, for these guys, Storm and Nathan and even Otapa, they're going to be looking around, seeing guys on softer, fresher compounds of tyres. Formula Matt, I don't know why he didn't make a pit stop. They're 8 laps on those mediums compared to fresh hards and fresh mediums and relatively fresh softs behind him. He's going to be an absolute sitting duck. So guys, in the comments right now, let me know, who do you think is going to win this race? Is Crown Plays going to stand on the top step? Will Swim? Will J. Luke? Can Niles get a win? What about Philip or Danny Boy? Will TDB and Polish be able to carve their way back up through the field to take a fantastic victory? I mean, let me know, guys. Predictions in the chat. Always eager to know what you guys think. As we have a bit of a calm period. Now 20 more laps await these guys. I'm not sure if the safety car will be in this lap. I would think so. We'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure it should be in this lap. As we got a support for Polish. He's ready to come back. I'm ready to see some overtaking. Polish and TDB can definitely get themselves back at the order. This could be a comeback drive like Jenson Button back in 2011 at Canada, if we all remember that fantastic drive where he came back from what was last at one point to take the victory. Will we be seeing that from the likes of Polish today? I don't know, but we have got one more lap under the safety car. So this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen at the safety car restart. Danny is going to be able to get the jump on Philippe and Niles and maybe go into the back of J. Luke early on. Swim should be able to get the jump on Crown Place, potentially, but for how long, I'm not sure. I would think that Polish would be able to jump both Grimjaw, Jaeger and Bembo relatively quick. Bembo I don't think is going to get in his way. He is his teammate after all. TDB, is he going to be able to get the jump on Sevi? Time will tell. But Storm, Nathan and Otapa, I have a feeling, are going to drop through the order very, very quickly. Same with Formula Matt as well. 10 laps on those mediums. I mean, only time will tell, but it's going to be a very intriguing safety car restart. Safety car should be in this lap, so we'll go back up towards the front. We'll keep an eye on Polish. In fact, we'll keep it right there, ready to go on board with Polish, because I have a feeling he is going to try and make some moves. So we'll keep an eye on it. Crown Play is going to get us underway. He's not going to go out the final corner. And now he's gone. He's backed up the pack fantastically as we got underway again. J. Luke going to look for a move on Swim on the restart. Otap again past Formula Matt, back into the slipstream for J. Luke. Down the inside. Is he going to go for it? He tried it, but it didn't work out for him. As Philippe tried it on Niles. Meanwhile, the Racing Point switching position as we got Otapa there. Oh, a bit of contact between them both. And that's going to open things up for Kelvin. And there's TDB looking to make a double overtake perhaps. And Polish picks up a 3-second time penalty. But he does manage to get past Grimjaw. Yeah. Oh no, Polish is around. Polish is around at turn 6. And Philippe and Danny Boy side by side. Oh, this is fantastic stuff between the Red Bulls. Side by side through the S's. Philippe is out of ERS deployment. Danny Boy should have the advantage here on softer tyres, fresher tyres and more ERS deployment available to him. In fact, Philippe's going to be under pressure from Storm behind. The Storm almost goes into the wall. That was incredibly close there for TTG Storm. And now he has TTG Nathan directly behind him, who's not really going to go for a move. Storm is closing in on Philippe. Danny Boy has managed to pass his teammate though, as Polish picks up another penalty. It's a 5-second speeding pen. As into the pits he'll go, and this time he will be hanging. He'll be hung out to dry by his teammate who's pitted ahead of him. As we got Storm trying to look for a move on Philippe down the inside. into turn 4. The space was left there. As he goes for a bit of a switchback. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Double right-hander now, side by side. Is Philippe going to be able to hold his ground against the Alfa Romeo? Yes, he is. So Philippe does lose that spot to Storm, but doesn't lose any more, thankfully, as we got Niles now under pressure from Danny Boy. He's going to move to the inside to defend. Danny Boy's going to go sweeping around the outside on those soft tyres, and up into 4th place is Danny Boy. Oh, as Niles there gets a little bit squirrely on the exit, as we got Kieran and TDB making contact, banging wheels, as DRS has now been enabled once again, as we got Nathan getting past Philippe on the main straight. Is Stumpy going to have a little look as well? I don't think he will. I think he's just going to chill for the time being, as Sevi is going to stick behind Stumpy as well. TDB making up some good ground early on that safety car restart, and there goes Stumpy now, pulling out of the slipstream of Philippe and around the outside at turn 4. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Yes, maybe. Oh, and he's done it. Fantastic stuff there from the man in the Ferrari, and things are starting to heat up towards the front as well, as Formula Matt is actually being disqualified from this race. Very, very interesting. I did mention about the swim early on. How many penalties is it going to take before he gets disqualified? I don't know, but we got this fantastic battle going on at the front as Sevi overtakes Philippe, and Philippe is losing so many positions on this restart. He's lost out to Storm, Nathan, Stumpy, Sevi, and now TDB. As Storm and Niles side by side there, and Niles has opened things up for his teammate to get through. Stumpy is going to try and go around the outside of Storm here, but not going to be able to get it done. Constantino effect, everyone getting bunched back up. TDB is right there, as we got a yellow flag in sector 3, and Bembo has retired from the session as Polish sets the new fastest lap of the race. Bit of a consolation prize at the moment. He really does need another safety car to come into play here to get back into this race. Is Danny Boy going to be able to get this move done on J. Luke? Oh, he's got the overspeed. He's got the overspeed. He's going to look down the inside into turn 1. J. Luke also has DRS, mind. So this is going to be side by side into turn 1. Danny Boy has to stick behind J. Luke. As Swem actually got a little bit squeezed out there by Crown Place, and that's going to open things up for J. Luke. J. Luke now going to try and take second place of Swem as he goes around the outside at turn 4. Can he make it stick? Swem, oh, he goes off track, unable to get the switchback line, which I think that's what he was looking for. A bit more contact made between them as J. Luke gets a little bit squirrely, and a VSC has come out because Grim Joe Jaeger has retired from the session. Whew. I need to catch my breath. Sevi, what were you doing, lad? A 5-second penalty for original Sevi there for colliding straight into the back of Niles. We was completely on board for that one, and that was very, very intriguing, as we got the top 4 coming into the pit lane to chuck on a fresh set of tyres. Oh, this is interesting. So J-Luke has managed to get the jump on Swim in the pit lane. So J-Luke now up into a net second place, perhaps. Not sure. There's a big old gap ahead of them to Kelvin, Otapa, Niles, Stumpy, Nathan and Storm. I believe Nathan, Storm and Otapa are going to try and go to the end of this race. So I don't know, it is going to be incredibly interesting. But now these guys are on the same compound of tyre, so now we get to see their true pace versus each other, as Danny Boy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Back up towards the front. Actually no, we'll go back down because Swim is right in that DRS. He's going to look to the inside of J-Luke. J-Luke's going to try to go around the outside. Bit of contact made between them. Swim just going in just a little bit too deep into the corner. A bit of contact made. And the more these guys battle, Crown Place is able to pull the gap away, as we got Nathan getting past Storm with DRS into turn 1. And is Stumpy going to get past as well? Because Stumpy will also have DRS. But Storm gets a fantastic run out of turn 3. So job done there. Swim tries to have a little look around the outside. Tries to cut back underneath. But J-Luke smart to it. Covers it off. But the run out of turn 3 is important. And looks like J-Luke able to get a better run. Danny Boy just chilling back there. But here goes Swim down the inside of J-Luke. Bit of contact made between them. And that's J-Luke around. J-Luke tapped into a bit of a half spin there, as Sevi has been disqualified from the session for multiple penalties. Unbelievable. It is all kicking off here as everyone is picking up penalties. We've got a couple of DSQs so far, 3 DNFs. TDB picking up a 3-second time penalty. He's trying to come back into this race as well, as Crown Plagues has a 2-second lead to Swim. Swim making a bit of contact with J-Luke. J-Luke now dropping to a net P4 behind Danny Boy. Danny Boy needs to try and get back in. Swim does have multiple penalties. I believe Swim has the most penalties out of everyone in this fight between them, Crown Plagues, Danny Boy and J-Luke. But TDB, he is trying to close that gap in as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, we got Kelvin trying to get on the back of Otapa, but he is not close enough yet. Storm looking at the back of his TTG brethren in Nathan, as they are running around in first and second, net first and second. But that gap between Kelvin and Crown Place was 9 seconds. It is now down to 5 seconds, just under 5 seconds, as we got Formula Matt in the pit lane saying he hates this game. I mean, it is what it is, man. This track is just one of those tracks. As Swim picks up another 3-second time penalty, and Nathan picking up a 3-second time penalty, as well as Crown Plays. I have no idea who's going to be able to walk away with this victory. This is really going to come down to who has the least amount of penalties. Philippe has been disqualified from the session. Philippe is out. That's our 3rd disqualification so far. He's pulling over. He's out of the session. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Our 3rd DSQ. We have 3 DSQs, 3 DNFs, 14 runners still running. Polish is... he's trying to get onto the back of Ostami for 13th place, and I think that will be all for his race unless another safety car comes out. We've had 2 safety cars, a VSC. We've had contact between guys who are in the battle for the lead. We've had a colossal mistake from TDB spinning on the safety car restart, and we've seen Sevi just go straight into the back of Niles under the safety car, just completely destroying his front wing, as we got Calvin trying to close up to Otapa. This is the closest battle we have on track. Nathan has managed to pull a almost 2-second gap to Storm in second place. Stumpy is just chilling there, 1.5 seconds back off Storm is now 1.8. It's now almost 2 seconds. It is over 2 seconds as Stumpy is into the pits, as well as Niles. So these guys opting for a set of the soft compound tyres. They're going to be absolutely rapid. Crown Plays now promoted up into 5th place. Swem up into 6th. Danny Boy into 7th. And J Luke is now up into 8th place. TDB will get up into 9th, but he is going to have some very fast, soft runners hunting him down every step of the way. Kieran now promoted up into the points, but for how long? The gap isn't massive between Niles and Kieran. This could be the battle for the last point paying position, as Swim now all over the back of Crown Plays now for P5, as these guys are fast approaching this battle for 3rd place. Whew. I said I need to catch my breath. I really do need to catch my breath, as Niles and Stumpy come out in 11th and 12th. Polish does get Ostomi for 13th place, so it's good to see that Polish hasn't given up, and that is what league racing is all about. You never give up, because you never know what can happen. So far we've seen 3 disqualifications, 3 DNS, 2 safety cars and 1 VSC, as Stumpy picks himself up a 3-second time penalty, and the gap between Swim and Danny Boy is over 3 seconds, as Swim now going to look down the inside of Crown Plays. Crown Plays going to hang it around the outside. We're going to go on broadcast camera as they are side by side through turns 2 and 3, and Crown Plays gets kind of squeezed out there. Swim not really playing around. He knows he's got penalties. He wants to get ahead and pull the gap. And I think Crown Plays is going to be more than happy just to chill in and recharge his ERS, as Swim gets a little bit squirrely on the exit there, as we got Niles getting past Kieran as they are side by side. Oh, keep it clean, lads. Fantastic stuff there from Niles to get past Kieran there. Fantastic stuff. And now Swim trying to close up to Kelvin, and Kelvin equally closing up on Otapa. So the battle for the podium is about to get underway. And Swim is there. Crown Plays is there, but does Swim have DRS? Yes, he does. But Kelvin has DRS as well, and he's a lot closer to Otapa. So with DRS wide open, he's not using his ERS, but he is closing in enough. He's going to look around the outside at turn 1. Bit of contact made between the two of them, and oh no, more contact, and Kelvin is around. Kelvin is around at turn 2. No safety car, but Kelvin drops from P4 all the way down to P9 in this race, and oh, there's gonna be some words back and forth between these drivers after this race. But right now, Swim currently in 4th place. He is going to be able to close up on Otapa. Is he going to try a move? No, he thought better of it. But Otapa gets a poor run out of the corner. So Swim going to try around the outside at the hairpin. Not going to work though. And that's going to open things up for Crown Place. Have a little look. Down the inside into the final corner. Bit of contact made. And oh, that was good there. Crown Place backed out, making sure that he did not spin. It did look like he was about to lose his back end. And now Otapa, as we got yellow flag in sector 3, and I think that is Kieran. A Swim now going to go around the outside into turn 1 as well on board with Crown Place, trying to get a good view of this battle. Otapa fighting back down the inside and keeps P3, but for how long? DRS wide open on Swim once again as he tries to get past Otapa. Otapa now going to hold the inside line as we go into 4. Big lock up from Otapa. He's going to squeeze them both wide. And look at Crown Place trying to get the switchback of dreams. It's not 3 wide. Oh, thank God it is not 3 wide. I thought for a moment there 3 wide into that corner. But Crown Place takes the final spot on the podium away from Swim. the battling from Otapa there to try and keep Swem behind, allow Crown Place to really get that move done. And that was fantastic racing between these three drivers. Danny Boy, who at one point was like 3 seconds off the back of Swem and Crown Place, is now right there, as he will have DRS on Otapa. Should be able to get the move done on him relatively simple, and Swem will hope that he can get this move done on Crown Place to get back into third place. So DRS wide open, but Danny Boy is going to be able to get past Otapa first and foremost now. Swem not really going to be close enough to make that move whatsoever, but now Otapa has to settle back down into P6 as Danny Boy now trying to close in to get into this battle. 5.4 seconds is the gap between Crown Place and Storm. 5.3, 5.2, it is coming down, but it's a almost a 5-second gap between Storm and Nathan. I think Nathan could be on for a race victory here. He is taking it relatively calm. He knows penalties is going to decide this. He cannot afford many penalties. Swem right now, I think, is going to drop quite a distance down the order. 12 seconds of penalties is what I believe he has. Storm has picked up a few penalties, so he might not be safe in that second place. Crown Place has just picked up another penalty. Swem picking up a 5th 3-second penalty. I just saw that pop up. I'm not sure about Danny Boy. I think he's picked up 1 or 2, so Danny Boy could be able to jump up into second here. And I'm not sure if Otapa has picked any up. Jay Luke, I know, has been relatively clean, so he should be able to get himself up the order a bit, as Crown Place trying to break the slipstream from Swem. But Swem isn't going to be close enough to make any sort of move into turn 1, but he is going to stick behind the Ferrari. He's just going to have to gear himself up, psych himself up to go for a move. He doesn't want to rush it, doesn't want to risk any wing damage, but Crown Place coming across it, cover the inside, but Swem is there. Little bit of contact, and Swem there getting on the power, a little bit squirrely there, and that is going to allow Crown Place to stay ahead of the AlphaTauri, the championship leader, sitting in 4th place with a heap load of penalties. Can't seem to get past Crown Place here for 3rd place. Kieran setting the fastest lap of the race, all the way down in 13th. Polish, after making that pit stop after the safety car restart, has managed to get himself back up into 12th place. And now Otapa under pressure from J-Luke and TDB, as Niles and Stumpy, they're going to be pushing with absolutely everything they've got to try and get the maximum they can out of this race. Kelvin, after that contact earlier with Otapa, all the way down in 11th, outside of the top 10. That is not what he wanted. Meanwhile, we have TDB trying to look for a move on J-Luke. He does back out of it, doesn't want to risk it. Meanwhile, Stumpy getting past Niles for P9. Good job. And Swem picking up another 3-second time penalty. This man has got to be very close to disqualification right here. And TDB getting past J-Luke for 7th place, and now is TDB trying to get past Otapa. And he's down the inside into turn 6. This will be fantastic if he can pull it off. And I believe he has. TDB now up into 6th place. Swem still over the back of Crown Place. Crown Place is closing in on Storm. We are coming to the end of lap 33 of 36. We're about to start lap 34, meaning there's 3 laps of this race left. Storm and Nathan, 18 lap old hards. Crown Place, Swem, Danny Boy, TDB, J-Luke, 9 lap old mediums. Otapa, 19 lap old hard compound tyres, and we got 5 lap old soft tyres on Stumpy and Niles. Stumpy is really starting to pick up the pace now. He knows he wants to get in this fight up here, knowing that 1 extra penalty could make all the difference, as Swem still trying to close up on Crown Place. He does have no ERS available to him, but he is close enough. He got the overspeed to try it down the inside into turn 4. Oh, it's very close there between them. But here goes Crown Place trying to keep it down the inside. A little bit of contact made between them, and he's still on the inside for turn 6. Is Crown Place going to be able to keep a hold of this? And there is Storm right ahead of him. They're still going to be side by side into the S's. Oh, a bit of contact there between them as Swim goes off track there. Does he have wing damage? I'm not sure, but these two absolutely fighting tooth and nail for this. And now Danny Boy is within DRS of these two. Oh my god, this is going to be an absolute climax of this race with the penalties that could be applied as Crown Place picks up another 3-second time penalty. I have no idea who's going to take the win here. Right now, I think Nathan's probably got it. 7.5 second gap to Storm. I haven't seen his name pop up in the penalties too many times, but who is going to get second place? That is going to be the massive question. That is the conundrum, as we got Stumpy now all over the back of Otapa for 8th place. Is he going to be able to get it done? He should relatively get past him, no problem at all. And DRS allows just that. Meanwhile, Swim back up underneath that rear ring of Crown Place and down the inside into turn 4 once again. A bit more contact made between them both, and Crown Place going to try it once again down the inside into turn 6. These two carbon copy of the previous lap. They're side by side now for the S's. And Swim really cutting the corner there. He needs to make sure he doesn't get himself disqualified, but he is all over the back. And now Danny Boy is entering the party, and this is going to be an absolute madness of a final lap. Crown Place and Swim have absolutely battled tooth and nail. Niles all over the back of Otapa, should be able to get the move done as he goes straight past him with DRS. And now, as we go on to the final lap of this race, who is going to get P3 on track? As Swim with DRS trying to look for a move on Crown Place. Goes to the right, goes to the left, goes to the right once again, and Swim down the inside of Crown Place. A bit of contact made, and Danny Boy's going to see if he can sneak his way through, but he can't at this moment in time. And now is Swim going to try it down the inside? He is. He's going to try it again. Bit of contact made, and now Danny Boy is going to try it around the outside of Crown Place, trying to get a move down, but they've locked on into the wall. Oh my god, Danny Boy and Crown Place colliding into the wall, and Crown Place is there is definitely going to be a Crown Place has retired from the session. Oh my god, what a climax to this race. And TDB going to get the move done on Danny Boy. Oh my god, it has all kicked off on this final lap. Kieran has retired from the session, and Polish will take 11th place, but Nathan, sorry I wasn't on board with you when you crossed the line, mate, but he will take the win as Swim has been disqualified from the session. Storm takes second, TDB takes second, Danny Boy takes, oh my god, J Luke up in the second. It is all switching around. Polish gets a point. Polish gets the final point of the race. Oh my god. And he's got fastest lap as well. Polish there picking up the fastest lap and the final point there. Swim getting disqualified. Crown Place locking on with Danny Boy and retires from the session, as this final lap really just kicked things right off, as J Luke gets second place. TDB gets the podium. TDB was all the way at the back at the start of this race after bottling it under the first safety car restart, and Niles gets fourth. Storm from second down to fifth. Danny Boy will come home in sixth. Otapa will get seventh. Stumpy in eighth. Oh my god, what a race that was, and I feel sorry for the stewards who are definitely got some work to do, I think, after this race. But whew, what a climax to that race we had. I am in disbelief. But that man right there, TTG Nathan, takes the top step of the podium. A fantastic drive from the man in the Alfa Romeo. J. Luke getting alongside him in second place, and of course, of course we have, I'm trying to remember, TDB getting third place. Nathan did pick up 9 seconds. J. Luke not getting any penalties at all. Neither did Niles. So if the contact didn't happen with J. Luke, maybe it would have been J. Luke finishing on the top step of the podium, but nevertheless it is Nathan who takes the win. J. Luke in second, TDB third, Niles in fourth, Storm in fifth, Danny Boy sixth, Otapa in seventh, Stumpy eighth, Kelvin ninth, and Polish rounding out the top 10 with the fastest lap. Then we got Ostami in 11th, and then our non-finishers were Crown Plays, Kieran, Philippe, Sevi, and Grimjaw Jagger, and Bembo Racing, Formula Matt and Old Maverick and Swim. We had 4 disqualifications in this race, and the championship leader being one of them. Oh my god, that has got to be the craziest race I've had the privilege of commentating over. Like I said, I think the stewards have definitely got some work to do after this race, but my god, that was hectic, especially in those final 5-6 laps. What a race, what a victory from Nathan, what a comeback drive from TDB, unbelievable. What a show Crown Plays and Swim put on for us in terms of battling at the end of that race. Guys, I have been your commentator for today, I've been Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed that race as much as I did. Congratulations to Nathan, to J. Luke, and to DDB. But until next week, guys, we're gonna have to calm down. I need to go have a lie down after that race. But until next week, guys, I have been Mike, and we'll catch you again. Whew.